and welcome to Tathastu. Welcome back to our Satrap series where we are discussing previous year questions picked out from 2022. The question here is for B cells and T cells. As talked about before, UPSC is just expecting awareness from students. UPSC has asked this question, but there is no technicality as such involved in this question. You will be thinking, most students will come across this word and they will get confused and they will start thinking that no, this question is not as per my needs or not possible for me to decipher. But let us just look at this question and try to think what they can do from basic 10th standard knowledge. That's all I want you to have. I just want you to have 10th standard knowledge. Okay, not more than that. Let's see what UPSC has asked us. First, best describe the roles of B cells and T cells. Now, the least we remember is they are parts of lymphocytes. This much we should all be aware that they are a part of lymphocytes. Second thing that we are all aware of is that they are responsible for immunity. These are the two things which we will always remember whenever we hear that T cells, B cells. Of course, we do not know the details. We may not remember every possible inch of the topic. But don't worry, we'll do it from here, so you will remember it. But as of now, we know these two things for sure, that they are lymphocytes and they are helpful in immunity. So then when we read the question, here it is talking about allergens. Allergens actually are not related to immunity. They are actually producing an anaphylactic reaction, wherein the blood treats it as an enemy and tries to kill it. It is close to immunity, but it is not related to pathogenic immunity, which means organismic immunity, where some organism is attacking our body and we need to fight against that organism. That is not happening in allergens, but still we may not completely ignore this statement. We will still keep this statement. Coming to alleviate the body's pain and inflammation. Alleviate means what? That it will be drawn away. Anyways, any cell in our body is not doing this kind of action, that it is alleviating. We need to suppress our immune system so that we can have pain. We cannot have pain. Experiencing pain is a part of our immune reaction. Alright. Environmental allergens also trigger inflammatory response. Inflammation is different from immunity, although very linked. So we can not, that is why I am not completely ignoring the first statement, but we can definitely exclude the second statement, because we are taking painkillers so that we do not have pain, which is a natural inflammatory response. So second statement gets eliminated. Coming to the third statement, again they have talked about the word immunosuppressant. How can B cells and T cells be an immunosuppressant when their whole role, their whole life story, उनकी जीवन का अस्तित्व ही immunity देना है? How can they be a immunosuppressant? So this statement also can be removed. Coming to the last statement, they protect the body from diseases caused by pathogen. Ideally, this is the right answer and it's not a very tough question. But let's study more about B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. Coming to the first part, B and T. The first letter B, because of the origin of B lymphocytes, and the origin of B lymphocytes is in the bone marrow, and therefore B. The origin for T cells is thymus. and therefore T. This is the whole funda. B cells from bone marrow, T cells from thymus, and thereby they are given the initial from the area of their origin. Coming back to B cells are actually plasma cells. They are present in the plasma. These actually have some roles in humoral or blood related immunity. So basically B cells are actually plasma cells and they have a coating upon them, alright, which is an antibody. So whenever they come in contact with an antigen, this antigen could be a pathogen. Pathogen could be bacteria, virus, fungi, protists. It could be anything. So this is the role of B cell. It is taking a memory. It is identifying the cell, and the surface of these cells is already having a covering which will help us fight against those cells, those pathogenic cells. On the other hand, T cells have this unique mechanism to behave like radiators of chemicals, and those chemicals are actually in fact cytotoxic materials, which are actually in fact enzymes. So whenever T cells are instigated, they will actually send messages. So the T acts as a telephone. Okay, the T is sending messages to other cells of the body to start generating immune mechanism, because the body is under attack from some antigen, and that is what is the role of T cells. And this is how you can distinguish between what is a T cell, what is a T cell and what is a B cell. So they have surface antibodies. The surface antibodies will go and attach to the body of the pathogen and kill it, destroy it. This is the role of B cells. T cell will detect a foreign entity and prepare the rest of the body. Okay, they will prepare the rest of their body to generate cytokines, cytotoxic enzymes like cytokines, interleukins. Again, these are not important, but cytokine is important. Cytokine is being used because somewhere we are trying to bring this into cancer therapy, and again we have another topic called CAR T, CAR T cells, chimeric antigen receptor T cells. So that is being utilized in cancer therapy, and that has recently won a medical Nobel Prize for medicine or physiology, because of which T lymphocytes become important. So we will be discussing that, because that is another question, but that is in 2023. So we will be discussing it, but as of now we should know that cytokines become an important part of our understanding, and we should broaden our knowledge more about these T cells. Now moving on to the next part. B cells function outside the lymph node, because we just studied they are actually plasma cells. Lymph nodes or lymphatic organs, they are in fact lymphocytes, but they function outside the lymph nodes or lymphatic organs. Lymphatic organs include lymph nodes, thymus, these are all spleen, these are all lymphatic organs. Remember this, spleen is a lymphatic organ, whereas T cells work from the lymphatic nodes, from inside the lymphatic nodes. What are lymphatic nodes? So all the blood that is used in our body, that has been utilized, that has been done with its function, they leave out some kind of fluid which is also known as lymph. That lymph is circulating throughout our body. It is carrying waste, it is carrying excess nutrients and everything. It is manufactured as a byproduct of venous blood, and it is then purified, and there are several processes, which is one full biology lesson about the lymphatic system. The portal vein is collecting the lymph and the liver is acting in that direction, and that is when liver becomes a very important organ. But these are part of biology lessons which we are doing in biology NCERTs, and that is why it's very difficult to discuss it in a 15-minute, 5-minute, 6-minute video. But as of now, this is what the concept of T cells and B cells could be related to. If at all you are talking about B cells and T cells, their originator cells are lymphoblasts, okay, which are generated from hemocytoblast, and herein comes the concept of stem cells, which are pluripotent, which are totipotent, and which are multipotent. They are levels. This is a totipotent, this is multipotent, which has capacity to generate into multiple types of cells, and then what the further lymph blast cells that we have, lymph cells that are there, B and C. These also have a progenitor lymph cells which are able to generate into further lymph cells. These are actually, okay, so this is pluripotent. We will discuss this when we come across such topics. It is difficult to understand this, but we will discuss stem cells, because stem cells is also part of our discussion in one of our questions for UPSC. But as of now, this basic idea is required to be achieved. Other cells which are present in our blood, we know erythrocytes, which are RBCs. We know leukocytes, which are WBCs. These are what are responsible for inflammatory reactions. Then we have platelets. These are also known as thrombocytes. This is almost a brief lesson for our blood and lymphatic system, where we are trying to find out all the kinds of cells that are there. In white blood cells, we have another category of integration, and we have lymphocytes here. Here we have acidophils or eosinophils. Here we have neutrophils. Here we have basophils. And then we have lymphocytes. In lymphocytes, we have T and B. So this is the classification where T cells and B cells are actually lying. They are a part of the lymphocytes. There is another classification here, monocytes. So T cells and B cells are here in that blood and lymphatic classification. They are a part of WBCs, and in WBCs they are a part of lymphocytes. Again, there is another here, there is something known as granulocytes and agranulocytes. Lymphocytes are actually agranulocytes. This is very, very static, and it is available in your NCERT books. Go through this so that you will be able to get this structure properly. But I think this information is enough for us to try and answer this question, that environmental allergens are nowhere a part of B cells and T cells, and B cells and T cells are actually playing their role in immunity or fighting the body against diseases caused by pathogens. And with this, we will end the discussion about B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. Thank you for watching.